The journey of creating sugar syrup. It's a fascinating process that sets the stage for our delicious coated cookies. The creation of these delightful coated cookies begins with the careful selection and mixing of ingredients to form a smooth dough. It is then sent on a conveyor belt in specific proportions to achieve the desired dough consistency. In the meantime, once the dough is thoroughly mixed and any additional ingredients are incorporated, it's time to shape the cookies. This is basically done by using cookie cutters for uniform shapes, or you can say by scooping out the dough onto a smooth conveyor. Now comes baking, which is my most favorite part among all the industrial processes. Baking transforms the raw dough into delectably golden brown cookies with a crisp exterior and a tender interior as they are transferred to. After baking, let them cool completely so they can be sent for that glossy sugar syrup. This special drum is used to ensure that the syrup adheres well to the cookies without causing them to become overly soggy or lose their crispness. This syrup is drizzled over the cookies for a more decorative effect. After the sugar syrup is applied, the cookies are allowed to set and dry for a short period. This allows the syrup to stick to the surface of the cookies and develop a shiny finish. Depending on the ambient temperature and humidity, this setting process may take anywhere from a few minutes to an hour. A visual inspection is conducted to assess the cookie appearance, including the uniformity of the sugar syrup coating, color consistency, and overall aesthetic appeal. Any cookies that do not meet visual standards are removed from the batch. As they travel towards the packaging, they will be changing their appearance a little bit. Wait for it. Once the sugar syrup coating is set, you can see that dried syrup has created a crust of sugar onto them, making them even more crispy. Ever wondered how your favorite pizza magically appears? Let me be clear, it will magically appear only if you've bought it from nearby grocery stores in frozen form. So you may just bake it in the oven for 20 minutes. Like pizza, life is full of layers, each one adding depth and flavor to the experience. Get ready to taste the awesomeness of Eula logs. Oh, no offense, but you can only watch the deliciousness. Let's see whether this video can tempt you enough to go for it right away. Every bite is super tasty, mixing sweetness with creamy goodness. Eula logs are the best holiday dessert ever, guaranteed to make everyone happy. For me, it's more like a must-have dessert for my gatherings with my most favorite buddies. Right now, I can only think of everything is fair in baking biscuits. Maybe not everything, dude. While sugar biscuits are undeniably delicious, they are not known for their nutritional value. They are typically high in calories, sugar and fat, and low in essential nutrients such as vitamins and minerals. As such, they are best enjoyed in moderation as an occasional treat rather than a dietary staple. For example, enjoying a small portion of sugar biscuits as part of a balanced diet can provide a source of quick energy, making them a convenient snack for sugar lovers. Donuts are celebrated for their soft, airy texture and often come with a variety of glazes and toppings. Stop, we're not going to watch donuts here, but donut-shaped filled sponge cakes. You know, they have these amazing machines to get it all done, and even they set the right temperature to evenly cook these cakes with special alternative filling inside. When I meant alternative, I meant this. Just like those spongy donut-shaped cakes, we have another amazing shape to enjoy your coffee times along with delicious treats. It's none other than the heartily beloved bear. As soon as those machines pour the batter inside the molds, they wait for a dedicated time to completely bake the cakes up to perfection. I'm in love with their special yet unique filling technique. Unlike donuts, the chocolate part contains creamy filling and vice versa. They even have yummy strawberry jam. Filling the vibrant colors of rainbow bagels can have a positive effect on mood. Studies suggest that colorful foods may stimulate the brain and enhance feelings of happiness. You might have never seen dumplings being made with such precision inside those huge factories. We have uploaded a dedicated video on dumplings. Want to watch? Find out its link in the description. Hey, I suppose you're enjoying my video. Want to support us? Notice that glowing like button? Please hit it so we can know our precious audience is right beside us. As soon as the cooked syrup is poured into conveyor belts, they take the thicker batter towards rolling pins to knead it further. These machines stretch and fold the candy, incorporating air into it. This process lightens the color and gives the candy a smooth, glossy finish. The aerated candy is then fed into forming machines. Depending on the type of candy being produced, these machines can create various shapes such as discs or even oval. Even after the candies are hardened, proper cooling is essential to ensure the candies retain their shape and texture. Once the candies have cooled and passed quality checks, they are moved to the packaging machines. Unlike traditional pizza dough, which requires time to rise and knead, pita bread provides a ready-made base that eliminates the need for extensive preparation. One of the primary reasons people choose pita bread pizza is its quick and easy preparation. For health-conscious individuals, pita bread pizza offers a lighter alternative to traditional pizza. Pita bread is typically lower in calories and fat than traditional pizza dough, making it a healthier option for diet freaks. Unlike fresh raspberries, which require washing, hulling, and careful storage, frozen raspberries come pre-packaged and ready to use straight from the freezer. This saves you time and effort in meal preparation. Also, they are a little cost-effective, especially when they are not in season. Seeing a product being made through machines or watching a complex manufacturing process finish successfully gives us a natural sense of satisfaction. So, don't forget to appreciate their efforts and ours as well.
Let me show you how those famous fancy donuts at shops are prepared in bulk. Once the large spiral mixers have prepared a fine dough, it's laid on conveyor belts and transformed into a sheet with the help of rollers. And you know what's interesting? Just like a human chef, these machines treat the dough by dusting it with dry flour to prevent sticking. As you can see, the dough for donuts is a bit thick, so with the help of drum rollers it will be made thinner and any excess flour will be brushed off with brush rollers. The desired dough sheet moves forward while dough shape cutters start creating the donut shapes. Don't worry, the dough party is just getting started. Whoever opened the first Krispy Kreme, all I know is the world's been a sweeter place ever since. As we approach the further processing of donuts, these machines skillfully remove the dough around the donut holes and set it aside. This used to be a particularly tedious job, but thanks to these removing clippers, the donut holes are easily extracted and collected on the side as extras. Once the donuts are cleared of their holes, the dough moves onto the next conveyor belt, where the donuts are separated from the excess dough. This process ensures the donuts continue moving forward while the extra dough is directed into containers below. While this may seem easy to observe, it's all dependent on the precision of these machines. The prepared donuts are then moved forward on belts to maintain uniformity. The goal of this donut line automation is not just to increase quantity, but also to ensure precision and uniformity in shapes, designs, and multiple operations. These belts will slowly and skillfully move the donuts to the settlers, where they are sent to the proofing section. Proofing means giving the dough enough time to rise to a specific consistency, which makes the donuts soft and fluffy. Now we will fry it until both sides turn brown. The fryer and its timing are designed in such a way that the donuts are cooked evenly and thoroughly, from the time they are put in the fryer until they are taken out. Also, with the help of reverse belts, their sides are changed right in time so they can be cooked perfectly. As the donuts are frying, they are slowly taken out of the fryer with sieves and put on the next conveyor belt. They will reach the corrector tools while spinning. Here the donuts are gathered and sent forward in a certain way so that all the donuts stay in a proper uniform way. All these donuts are adjusted in the cooling plates and have reached there to settle for a while. After that, all these donuts are lined up and sent forward. The donuts are brought exactly under the nozzles so that they can be filled. Well, you can see these injectors with yellow pipes. They have filling paste in them. These are the filled donuts. Now let's go to these donuts that are ready to dip in the chocolate pool. Music. Now look at how all these donuts are made. Each passed over the chocolate pool where they apply hot and melted chocolate on one side of the donuts. The machines are designed in such a systematic way that after applying the chocolate, the donuts will fall straight on the moving belts and there will be no mess. After that, all these chocolate-covered donuts are passed straight through the white glazing chamber where they automatically put white lines on the donuts. You can see that this whole work takes less than a second and they can design 3 to 4 donuts easily in a second, while a human would need 30 seconds to design a donut in this simple way. Now they add toppings like crushed chocolate and nuts on the chocolate donuts, whatever you prefer, with the help of the shredder depositor. Now let's go to the most eaten
Glazed donuts, their glazing is made with top quality ingredients. You can see the glazing waterfall falling from a thin extruder. The glazing keeps falling continuously and the donut army passes under it and gets covered with the glazing waterfall. The extra glazing falls down with the help of sieves. These shiny glazed donuts dry before reaching the packaging station and create a crispy layer outside and very soft donuts inside, so that when you eat them, they explode with flavor in your mouth. Now let's go to those who like the sprinkle station and get the final finishing touch. All the donuts will be filled with sprinkles just the way you like them. Any extra sprinkles that fall down will be added back to the containers by these conveyor belts. The clean donuts will pass through the sieve roller and shift to the next belt. Whatever topping you like, these machines sprinkle them very well on the donuts. Here are your favorite chocolate sprinkled donuts, sealed and packed after passing through the packaging station so that you can enjoy fresh and tasty donuts. First of all, these machines make the dough of your favorite filled donuts and give them a nice shape. Then the dough balls are dropped into the molds below, which shake them and make them into a proper round shape. These machines are very useful because they give the desired shape to the filled donuts. Now look at how all these ready-made donuts are put in the fryer is in long lines. The fryer is also automatic. It detects when a donut is cooked from one side and changes its side. Then a person's duty is to set the donuts in a line because they are going to the injectors where the cream in the nozzles is injected into the donuts. Now they dip the donuts in chocolate from one side, and the best thing is that all these tasks are automated. This setup gives the owners a chance to benefit for many years and keep fewer employees. All these donuts pass through different gears like belts after dipping in chocolate so that they can fall straight on the belt, and packing can be easy. Now these baked biscuits are passing under the small glazing extruder. Their purpose is to make these tasty biscuits more crispy and tasty, so they all pass through the sugar glazing and then sprinkles are thrown on them. This is a small automation setup where you need very little human help and you can prepare a hygienic, effective environment. These biscuits are being prepared for a specific occasion. Can you guess which occasion it is by looking at the color combination? These machines are only made to fill cooked food in boxes. They fill the hopper with food and set a fixed amount like 150 grams. Then they put the same amount of food in each bowl and they don't waste a single drop. Maybe they are the best replacement for humans. You will see some machines here that are similar, but they are different. Because their job is to add oil and syrups, these nozzles are enough to dress the salads automatically. Now let's go to this. Here's the cookie cutting machine that cuts any biscuit or cookie dough into very beautiful shapes. They all move forward to the dropping machine. Next, we have the filling process where they put a thick paste of berries on the biscuits. Then the biscuits with the paste pass under another automatic cutter, which cuts and sticks another layer on each biscuit to cover the floral biscuits. This sheet that comes out of such a big machine is not easy to make, but it was rolled many times with the help of rollers until it became a thin sheet. Can you recognize it? Now look at this dough. It is making one of your favorite sweet treats, where you put your favorite chocolate paste on the dough. The rollers roll the whole sheet forward. You did not see any humans working here, and the reason is that these machines do all the work themselves with great skill, so the whole work is fully automated. The journey from making the dough to baking is under full automation, and we hope you liked this journey. Have you ever wondered what happens behind the closed doors of Dubai's most secretive chocolate factory? This viral sensation that's taken over TikTok with over 100 million views isn't just made in someone's kitchen. It's produced through a precisely engineered manufacturing process that few have ever witnessed. In this exclusive factory tour, we reveal every step that transforms raw cacao beans and premium pistachios into the chocolate bar that's become so scarce that shops are limiting purchases worldwide. From the specialized molds to the custom machinery designed specifically for this unique confection, you're about to see what makes this $40 chocolate bar worth every penny. The journey to create Dubai's viral chocolate begins thousands of miles from the gleaming skyscrapers of the UAE and the lush equatorial regions where cacao trees flourish under precise environmental conditions. Let's step inside the receiving dock of Fixed Dessert Chocolatier. Large burlap sacks of premium cacao beans are being unloaded from climate-controlled shipping containers. These aren't just any cacao beans, they're carefully selected specimens from Ghana's western regions, Ecuador's coastal farms, and Indonesia's fertile volcanic soils. As we observe the receiving process, quality control inspectors move methodically through the shipment, taking samples from each batch. The beans undergo a remarkably stringent assessment process that examines every aspect of their potential under specialized lighting panels that reveal even the slightest imperfections. Workers with trained eyes assess each bean's size, coloration, and surface texture. A supervisor explains that this initial inspection is just the beginning. Beans that pass this first screening will undergo further sensory evaluation, where their distinct aroma profiles determine their fate. The factory floor buzzes with activity as approved beans move to the roasting department. Here, custom-built roasting machines maintain precise temperature control throughout the process. A technician monitors digital displays showing real-time temperature curves. Our roasting process is calibrated to the exact specifications of each bean origin, he explains while adjusting parameters on a touchscreen. A variation of just 2 degrees can dramatically transform the flavor compounds that develop. Some beans require just 15 minutes of carefully controlled heat, while others undergo nearly an hour of roasting to unlock their complex flavor potential. After achieving the perfect roast, the beans move to the winnowing station, where specialized machinery tackles a crucial separation process. The outer shells, now brittle from roasting, must be removed while preserving the valuable nibs inside. The winnowing machines employ calibrated air currents that lift away the lighter shells, while the heavier nibs fall onto collection belts below. This precise separation achieves a remarkable 98.7% pure nib yield, significantly exceeding standard industry rates and ensuring minimal waste of these premium ingredients. The exposed nibs now contain the essence of what will become Dubai's famous chocolate. They travel via enclosed conveyor systems to the grinding department, where the transformation from solid to liquid begins. First, they encounter a series of progressively finer grinding plates. What starts as small cacao pieces gradually becomes a thick paste as cell walls break down and natural oils release. This isn't a quick process. It takes approximately 72 hours of continuous grinding to achieve the signature smooth texture that Dubai chocolate demands in the mixing department. The liquid cacao mass flows into temperature-controlled vats, where the chocolate begins to take its final form. Here, precise amounts of other key ingredients join the cacao premium milk powder that adds creaminess, carefully measured sugar that balances the natural bitterness, and a proprietary blend of emulsifiers that ensure perfect consistency. Technicians monitor the mixing process with scientific precision, taking samples every 30 minutes to verify that the chocolate meets exact specifications. What sets this chocolate apart from countless others is the exacting formula that governs its creation. The final chocolate base contains precisely 43% cacao content, a ratio determined after extensive consumer testing to create the ideal balance between rich chocolate flavor and approachable sweetness. This specific percentage has proven to be the perfect foundation for the distinctive fillings that made the product go viral across social media platforms worldwide. As the chocolate reaches its optimal consistency, it moves through insulated pipes to the next production zone. Temperature control remains critical. Even minor fluctuations could compromise the chocolate's crystal structure and affect its signature snap and mouthfeel. The base chocolate now has the ideal texture, smooth enough to coat the tongue perfectly while firm enough to provide structural integrity for the filled products that will soon be created. Beyond the chocolate production area lies a zone protected by reinforced glass, where the true magic happens. The creation of Dubai chocolate's legendary filling. The global pistachio shortage has sent prices soaring from $7.65 to over $10.30 per pound, threatening the very ingredient that gives this chocolate its distinctive character and raising concerns about how the factory can maintain consistency when its star ingredient faces increasing scarcity. The journey begins with the arrival of premium pistachios from 3 primary sources: Iran, Turkey, and California. These regions are renowned for producing nuts with the ideal oil content and flavor profile essential for the chocolate's signature taste. The pistachios arrive in specialized climate-controlled containers designed to preserve their delicate natural oils and prevent oxidation that would compromise flavor. Factory workers meticulously inspect each batch, rejecting any nuts that show signs of discoloration or improper development. The floor resembles a scientific laboratory more than a traditional kitchen. Workers in this section wear specialized gloves and hairnets, following strict hygiene protocols as they monitor the pistachio processing. Unlike many commercial operations that add external oils to achieve a creamy consistency, this facility relies solely on the pistachio's natural oils. Industrial grinders crush the nuts into a smooth paste through a carefully calibrated process that prevents overheating, a critical factor in preserving the nut's delicate flavor compounds. The pistachios are naturally high in oil, which contributes to the creamy texture, eliminating the need for extra oil, explains a production manager through the glass barrier. The pistachio cream that emerges has a rich, vibrant color and aroma that fills the production area. Some batches receive minimal additions of salt, sweetener or vanilla to enhance their natural flavor profile, though the exact formula remains closely guarded in a separate section of the facility. Another critical component takes shape: the angel hair pastry, known as kadif in Middle Eastern cuisine. This traditional ingredient provides the chocolate's distinctive textural element that helped catapult it to viral fame. The kadif arrives from a specialized factory dedicated to producing this delicate pastry made of thin dough threads. Workers carefully inspect each delivery before beginning the transformation. The kadif preparation begins with an overnight soak in a precisely formulated sugar syrup. After soaking, workers gently separate the strands by hand, a painstaking process that cannot be fully automated without risking damage to the delicate threads. The smaller the pieces, the better they integrate with other components of the filling, notes the production supervisor, pointing to a worker demonstrating the careful separation technique. Once prepared, the kadif is spread on specialized baking trays drizzled with precisely measured melted butter and enters custom ovens where it toasts at exactly 350 degrees. At 175 degrees Celsius for a carefully timed 10 to 15 minute period during toasting, workers stir the kadif at precisely timed intervals to ensure even browning, a step that proves critical to achieving the signature crunch that made this chocolate famous on social media. The texture's importance cannot be overstated. Even slight variations in crispness would compromise the sensory experience that millions of consumers now expect. The third crucial component comes from yet another specialized production area: the tahini sauce. Made from sesame seeds that undergo a meticulous roasting process, this element adds the nutty depth that complements the pistachio cream. The roasted seeds transform into a smooth paste that will bind with the other ingredients to create the filling's distinctive mouthfeel. The three components finally converge at a specialized mixing station, where technicians follow an exacting protocol to combine 62% pistachio cream, 28% kadif, and 10% tahini. These proportions were determined only after 127 different test iterations. The mixing process itself requires precise timing and temperature control to maintain the textural integrity of each ingredient while creating a cohesive whole. From raw ingredients to finished filling, this process spans 36 hours, a testament to the care invested in creating a product that appears deceptively simple but requires extraordinary precision. The batch undergoes rigorous quality control checks before receiving approval to move forward to the assembly area, where it will unite with the chocolate base as demand for this viral chocolate continues to skyrocket. Retailers have begun implementing rationing systems, limiting the number of bars customers can purchase in a single transaction. This scarcity management reflects the extraordinary challenge manufacturers face in scaling production while maintaining the precision we've seen throughout their process. The limited availability has even sparked a black market, with opportunistic resellers offering bars at inflated prices and reports of smuggling operations moving product across borders. These extreme measures underscore how traditional flavors, combined with manufacturing excellence, have created not just a dessert but a global phenomenon that transcends typical consumer behavior. Next time you spot this chocolate, remember it represents both culinary artistry and production ingenuity.